You're on.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we all doing today? It is a wonderful Saturday here, and we're streaming for Extra Life here on the D&D channel. Very excited to be with you guys today. We're doing a very special episode, which will be called Grung, the musical, based on one of our previous episodes. That was a lot of fun. We figured that we would expand upon that, have a little bit of fun with it, and bring in some new victims to join us for this. So, before we explain exactly what we're doing here for Extra Life, let's go around and figure out who we are and who we're playing today. And let's start with Tall School. How you doing, Tall School?
I am doing good. I am playing Fulton Stump, our Furlbog cleric, and excited to see what kind of craziness an 8-foot-tall Furlbog can get into while playing with Grung the musical. Yeehaw! And raising lots of money.
Hell yeah, awesome. We also have Louise with us today. How are you doing, Louise?
I'm doing wonderful, and I'm playing Dazira, who is a high elf eldritch knight fighter. And not going to lie, Will, I have been waiting my entire life for a chance to play Grung the musical. So thank you, and thank you all for being here.
Truly was your destiny. We have Sydney with us today. How are you doing, Sydney?
I'm doing good. I'm super excited. We're doing a mashup of all the musicals, apparently, which I feel like I was born to do this. I'm very ready. And I'm playing Reverie Spain, who is a high elf rogue.
Great stuff, great stuff. And last but not least, joining us here from the world of the Turtles is Greg. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. Grimjack21502 on Twitch and Twitter. And as a child of Sacco, this is a milestone for me. However, I am not prepared to do Grung the musical, and if you ever wanted to know what terrified looks like, drink it in.
Well, absolutely. I hope you guys in chat are as scared as Greg is, and as I am for this, because it's going to be a lot of fun. But we're raising money today for Extra Life. I've got a link for you guys here. Apparently, we've already raised $100, and we didn't even know it. So there you go. This is a link there to the Encounter Roleplay participant page, I suppose. And there you can donate. You can pledge to Extra Life. We've already raised $100. Our goal is apparently $500. We're going to smash through that, my friend. We've got some goals you can see down there in the Extra Life bit. Every $500 that we raise, we're going to have a viewer decision. This is something that we do on the Encounter Roleplay channel, but we thought it'd be a special amount of fun today to do it with you guys. Which is, you guys in chat will get to decide something which happens. I'll throw out some ideas for the game, and you guys will pick them, and we'll see what happens next in the game. Every $100 will have a Wild Magic Surge thrown at one of the players, which is not just a D100 Wild Magic, no. It's a D10,000 Wild Magic Surge is going to be thrown at these players. We're going to see what happens to them. And of course, every $100, our very own Tall Squall will be performing 10 push-ups. So it's all very exciting stuff in the Grung musical today. So we're going to start off, and I'll keep an eye on the Extra Life page there. Do let us know if you make a donation and we don't catch it straight away, by the way. But let's go into it. So the group of you are, of course, seasoned adventurers, traveled and well experienced in the ways of Cholt by this point. We're in something of an alternate timeline to our Learn by Play season, which is here on Saturdays at 6 normally. But the group of you have decided, you made a decision a couple of episodes back, you know what, we're not going to quit the life of the musician, of the traveling band, and instead we're actually going to travel back from Grung Lung to Port Nyanzaru to perform at the Midsummer Festival, which will be in just 1 week's time. And of course, before you guys get back to the Midsummer Festival, you're going to have to journey all the way back to Cholt, facing a series of challenges along the way, which is going to be...
So we're taking our show on the road, huh?
You guys are taking the show on the road. You become a traveling band of bards. That'll be pretty awesome. So let's quickly run around the table. We're here for two and a half hours, so let's just briefly remind ourselves a little bit about your characters, about what they look like. So let's start with our own turtle, Greg. What does Ubo look like?
Ubo, the ranger turtle, is a very, very old turtle. If anybody has the turtle package, you know that turtles live to be about 50 years old. Ubu is about 49 and a half. His skin, instead of holding its vibrant green or its very deep browns, has become dulled with age, and the spots of the various colors are coming through. His head, which is normally wrinkly because of its ability to pull into his shell, is wrinkled to the point where he sometimes has to lift one of the folds just so his eyes able to peek out. He still maintains a vitality in his voice, which I wish I would have changed before I knew this was a musical. But that's it, and he carries a bow.
Great stuff, great stuff. You never know when the musical might hit you. When the muse is upon you. Dazira, what do you look like?
Dazira is a very tall, very tanned, high elf. She has long, long white hair that stretches down to her waist, and she usually carries around a bird mask to hide her face because, you know, she's not technically meant to be in Troll anymore. But I feel like the power of music is going to change that all over.
The power of music, the power of friendship, the power of love. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Sydney, what does Reverie look like?
Reverie is a fairly short, about like 5'3", 5'4" ish, scrawny little high elf girl. She's got very long black hair. She wears like leathery things and carries a dagger and a fancy rapier that she just got at the rapier store. And she is an assassin. She's a guild member, an assassin guild member, and she's working her way up in the ranks.
Great stuff. And Tosco, what does Fulton look like?
So Fulton is a furlbog. He's about 8 feet tall. He has sort of really light green skin that changes color almost to like a deep coffee brown as he passes through light and shadow. So it's sort of almost sort of a chameleon effect. He has tall antlers up on the top of his head, sort of not elven ears, sort of more sort of antelope-like ears, and sort of a bit of a feral elvish face to him. He is fairly well muscled, but more sort of just big overall, more sort of like tree big, not necessarily like bodybuilder muscles. And all of his armor is sort of made out of fire hardened wood and natural elements. He is a cleric, so he sort of has more of a shamanistic feel to him, but he does wear lots of trinkets and jewelry that represent his dedication to Sethanine Moonbow. So a lot of moon and dream imagery in his trinkets and jewelry.
Great stuff. So the group of you have found yourselves. You've been joined by your latest companion, Ubo, who is obviously had to audition to be a member of the band, or should I say has. So the group of you, obviously in Dungrung.
Evil.
Greg is the most nervous man, and we're going to put him on the spot here for charity. As Ubo, you've come to this audition. You know, you've got to provide something for this troupe. You either have to be able to travel them through Cholt, or maybe you've got a series of skills that make you a nightmare for people like this. So we'll find you guys one sunny afternoon in Dungrung Long before you guys are headed off. You've sent out 20 other candidates who are all terrible. You know, the guy who really just can't play anything. He can barely hear pitch whatsoever, so he's just shouting and screaming. The one groung who just screams in the groung language and doesn't really make any sense. And you kind of come to this point where you're feeling like maybe there isn't anyone who can fit the role today. So then comes along Ubo. Now, please describe to me, in fact, the audition process really quick. Fulton and Reverie and Dazira. What do you think this looks like?
I feel like we've been looking for some like bodily talent.
Bodily talent.
Yes. Okay, listen. Okay, all of us.
I'm familiar with the concept.
All right, listen here. All of us, we can sing, we can write, we can build a set, we can do the magic.
Dance.
Right.
None of us
turn into something a lot.
None of us can do like acrobatics.
Right.
Really.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
do.
need a juggler. We need a plate sitter. We need
Or a clown.
a clown.
Fulton's in it. He wants someone who can be a prop, because right now he's the only person who has to be all the props. So he's looking for someone else.
Like a rock.
Yes, we need someone who can play a rock.
A very versatile actor is what we need.
Yes, we need versatility in their performance ability.
Absolutely. So the three of you are set up at your little kind of audition stand. It's like the X Factor, only in Grung. And you have this little kind of wooden stage in front of you that's been kind of scrappily put together by King Grung and a couple of the other Grung in the area. And you see this nervous-looking turtle shuffle up, last in queue for today's auditions.
Well, we best to get it over with, I suppose. It can't be any worse than the others.
I feel like it's not going to be any better, and then who else are we going to get to replace him?
Well, God, I never thought I'd say it, but I miss the small man.
Oh, I'm not going to go that far yet.
Shall we see him in?
Yes, at this point, if he has a pulse, I'd be happy.
Creepy.
Hey, he is grave domain. After those three undead guys showed up, I mean, it just was.
All right.
The audition process is hell, man.
Yeah. So, Ubo, you are brought forwards onto the stage.
Hello. You're looking for someone?
Yes.
What kind of skills are you looking for?
What kind of skills do you have?
I lean over to the others. I'm not sure if this one actually does have a pulse.
Well,
give him a chance.
I can see you through the jungles, and my mother said that I had a lovely voice.
Right.
I would agree. I always like to hear someone with a good baritone.
My mother liked it. You're going back to Port Nyanzaru, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's our next gig.
Well, I can get you back. Soon you'll see that I can find your way back to the sea. You'll get you back. Time will tell. And in time, I believe I'll serve you well. Swamps rise. Mesro falls. We have seen undead dinos through it all. And when push comes to shove, hopefully you think back and you're reminded of Ubo's love.
Dazira stands.
Gregory is like crying. And like all of a sudden it's like, oh my god.
You're hired.
Great.
So, and so it was that Ubo the Turtle was signed on to the company, the free company of
Grung company.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have a company name at this point, but you'll certainly need one for the night. But,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. But yes, as you find yourselves with your newest companion, it's time to head off the next day. You spend an evening getting to know one another, singing some songs, getting him used to the routines that you guys perform, the couple of acts that you guys have, before it's time to head through the undead-infested forest and swamp back to Port Nyanzaru, which is a several-day journey back and through some pretty dangerous territory as well. Now, you guys have got at most 5 days to get there in time for the Midsummer Festival. No, it's not the plot of Get Him to the Greek. It is very different. Now, now, who would be leading the way for this? I guess Ubo is kind of
yeah.
through
that
the
we just
jungle.
hired.
Yeah, I mean,
He said he can get us back to the sea.
That's,
Well, Jazira's retired from that.
Yeah, I've retired from being a guide. I am now
That's
happy
so
to let the turtle go.
great. Okay, great. So, first off, Ubo, please describe to me your methodology when it comes to jungle tracking. What kind of guide are you?
Ubo is a sensorial guide. He likes to get in to the swamp or the dirt, kind of rub it a little bit underneath his snout. He likes to smell it, and when he knows which direction he's going in, when the smells and the feel get him a little bit closer or further away from certain geographical landmarks, like the increase of salt, he knows he's getting closer to the sea. The increase of volcanic ash, he knows he's closer to the volcanic ranges that kind of dot Chult. It's a slightly different way of doing things, but as he is older and his sight is failing, the other senses have stepped forward to make sure that he can continue to be useful up until his moment of joining some giant pot somewhere.
Great stuff. All right, so roll me a survival check. The first roll of the day will determine all of the rest of the luck for today. And yes, we are at 125 there. Thank you to Grant for the pledge.
Ooh.
I get advantage on those, just so everybody knows.
Oh, good. Whew.
Yeah.
That is probably just as well then on that 21. So on the first day, as you guys are headed out of Grung, you find yourselves, the crowds in the streets are just wishing that you guys would stay. Hundreds of Grung are crying in the streets, holding out their baby Grung for you guys to kiss them and bless them with the blessing of Nang Nang, which you've already brought to this wonderful establishment. But nonetheless, you are seen away with great gifts along the way as well, with rations enough to take you guys there for at least a week, and food and water that you human people can eat as well. So, as Ubo is leading you through, immediately outside the first day of Grung is fairly safe. This is Grung territory, and therefore you guys are fairly well protected in this area. You see that there are other Grung, the kind of groupies and fanboys of your act that are following you round up in the trees up above. Many an interesting evening has been spent with these individuals, and as night falls, you are outside of Grung territory and clearly in the dangerous areas. So as you make camp this night, who is the first to be on watch?
I'll do it.
Excellent. I was hoping you'd say that. Reverie, roll me a perception check.
Uh-huh.
So, what's your perception bonus?
I think it's 2. It's in those things.
Okay. That one!
Alright.
Oh.
Good.
Alrighty.
That is the best way to do this. So, as you guys sit down for camp, in fact,
Everybody go to bed.
everyone dies. No.
I got it. Everyone sleep soundly. Because I'm here to save the day.
Rest safe, knowing that you are in good hands. As everyone else goes to rest, Reverie takes watch, and she's fairly certain that absolutely nothing bad has befallen you.
I'm 100% certain.
Yeah. As you kind of turn back to the camp, as you've been looking out into the jungles away and up into the stars above, you realize that your companions aren't where you left them in the camp, and the camp is empty.
Oh no.
That's the end of the game.
Yeah, we were just waiting for her to take watch. We totally did the reverie, dance. Don't tell her. Leave her behind.
That's so mean. Yeah, Reverie will turn back around and call out and be like, Fulton? Sarah? It's your turn. I'm getting tired. Where did you go?
You don't see them anywhere. They don't seem to be able to call back to you either if they can hear you.
Oh no. Okay. I guess I'll just start walking.
Alright, just any direction.
The direction that they were?
Okay. So you kind of pivot back around and you start heading roughly in that direction that they were going. Roll me a perception check, Desiree. That's same again, isn't it?
Oh no!
I'm having so much fun.
This is a good...
Without my advantage, that's 3 in a row.
That's impressive.
Man,
Every roll so far in this game has been A now.
This is my kind of game. Why can't you guys roll like this on an actual learn by play?
That's Karma's response to my singing.
Yeah, you guys really pull out all the stops for charity when it comes to the Nat one.
Just tell me what happened.
So you are hopelessly lost, Reverie.
Yep.
You stalk through the jungle for some time, and you cannot find any of your companions around. It's a good 2 to 3 hours before you see any signs of them whatsoever. And eventually you will come across some drag marks where it looks like creatures have been pulled through the wet underbrush of the forest. However, these tracks at this point are fairly old because it's taken you so long to find them.
Okay, well, I guess I'll keep trying to follow them as long as I can.
Yeah. So you follow these tracks through until you break through into a clearing, and you hear that of the grung, a distinctive kind of chirping. And as you kind of part the bushes to look in, you see that there are a bunch of grung, probably about 10 or 11 of them, and they are around a big kind of campfire that they've started, and you see that your companions have been tied up and are being held by a group of grung. Now, you recognize several of these grung as being some of the more ardent and fervent fanboys and fangirls of the musical, and it looks like your friends have been kidnapped for their fame.
Okay. Okay.
You see Ubo and Fulton and Azira all kind of tied up around the campfire, and the grung are kind of... They seem very happy to have captured them. One of them is just stroking Fulton's antlers.
Fulton feels uncomfortable and would like an adult.
I feel like initially, I feel really offended that I'm not captured and Ubo is.
Of course you are.
I feel like I put my heart and soul into this musical, and he just got here,
right?
And I'm not captured. All right, whatever. So let's see. I'm gonna devise a plan here because I feel like if I just jump out, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I won't get captured. Maybe I'm not worth the little musical soup. I don't know.
Musical soup.
Yeah. So
That can be our company name.
I'm all for it. Musical soup.
Musical soup.
Okay, so they're dangling there?
They aren't dangling yet. However, you do see the grung form a complex series of levers and pulleys, which was taught to them by Bert Bartleby Baxter.
Are they gonna reenact the show?
Right, they seem to be reenacting a sick version of your own show. They seem to be kind of singing and dancing, and they're pulling you guys up onto these ropes, onto the trees, and they're kind of going to start dangling them over the fire.
This is actually terrifying.
And
Could I? Okay. Would I be able to walk around in the edges of the clearing and get to where their hands are and maybe untie it or cut
So
it
if
out?
you were to cut through the clearing, you'd have to go right near the campfire, which means you'd be quite well lit. So it would mean that you'd have disadvantage on your stealth check.
No. Around. I'm imagining there's a circle.
Yes,
I'm in the back, in the bushes,
correct.
and I want to go in the bushes around.
Mm-hmm. You can do that, yeah.
That's what I want to do.
All right, then. What is your stealth?
Hi.
It's high. that's correct. Let's see. Your stealth. Things for guys on the same computer today. A 10. Good. Good. I mean, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and give you advantage, seeing as you aren't cutting through any like light areas. You're just heading through the dark and are quite distracted at this point. However, a bunch of the grung do seem to kind of look over in your direction as they're kind of dancing around and doing their kind of butt waggle that they do. And as Fulton and Ubo and Zero kind of lifted up onto the tops of the trees at this point, dangling precariously over the fire. A couple of the grung are like moving to investigate the bushes where they heard some sounds.
Okay. Okay, so no. Oh my god. Is there any way I can like get out of the way?
Yeah, you could roll.
Can I just like tuck and roll?
Tuck and roll.
Yes, I'd like to do somersaults away from you.
You somersault away.
Stay in the bushes.
Yes. Okay, you somersault through the bushes on a 17. Not bad. They do not even suspect that somersaulting creature to be Reverie. In fact, maybe they even notice you, but they're like,
You're right there. Smack him. Just go ahead and smack him.
I've never seen so much jealousy.
That's what it is.
Right. You're just mad that me and Louise wrote it last time, and you wish you could take credit for
That's it, yeah.
That's it. That has to be it.
It's the only reason why I play.
Louise, defend me!
I got your back, girl. What's my face in this weird musical? Oh, get out! You can come in.
I feel like, yeah. So Ubo and Fulton and Zero are lifted up, and are above the fire, and they're starting to lower them down like a.
Yeah. Are they going to set them on fire?
Yes, they are going to.
Okay.
That does indeed seem to be the plan.
Can I try and like throw some water on it?
I mean, it's a big campfire, so it's really going right now. You'd need more than your water
So it's
skin.
not a campfire then.
It's a big.
It's like a bonfire.
Bonfire.
It's big enough to burn someone. Huh?
So it's a bonfire.
Maybe. It's becoming a bonfire, perhaps. They're fueling it more and more.
Okay. Oh god.
Either way, a campfire would need more than just your water skin to douse it for sure.
So they're already dangling above it.
Yes, that is correct.
Can Fulton? Are we like incapacitated?
No, I mean you guys can for sure try something here. Your legs and arms are tied, but your mouth is not gagged or anything.
So no somatic, no hand movement components to spells.
You could try and wriggle your hands free,
So yeah, Fulton up there above the bonfire, because old habits die hard, is going to cast Create Food and Water, and so 30 gallons of water and 45 pounds of, I don't know, carcass fall down onto the campfire. Hopefully 30 gallons will douse it. If not, hey, we'll have smoked carcass. Maybe that will help them.
Absolutely. So you can like wriggle your hands free just enough to kind of get the spell work in there. And
your prayers have been your ritual has been answered by. Oh, what's her name? Nene, Numad.
Nung.
By Nung Nung. She has seen your offering and has blessed you with soup. And of course there's no pot, so it's just water and nicely diced soup ingredients that fall into the fire.
That's it. You douse the fire, and a lot of grung get very wet as well, and they go. They seem very angry. They start kind of like prodding up to you guys.
I'd like to cast Minor Illusion, and I'd like to cast the Minor Illusion of Bartleby Baxter in the trees to try and distract them.
Okay. They have to roll a wisdom save, right? to disbelieve the image or something like that, right?
If a creature uses action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it's an illusion with successful intelligence investigation.
Intelligence.
Spell save.
All right, so these aren't the most intelligent of Grung. They have.
Good.
They're fanboys.
Fanboys. Really?
Wow, another one.
Another one.
Yeah, well, that's a fail.
Yeah, it's a dirty one, but it works.
Yeah. God damn. Okay. So the Grung, like a bunch of them, about half their number split away, leaving just 6 of them behind, and the other 6 just kind of run off, and they're like, and begin to run off as they hear Bert just. You know, these guys go crazy for him.
He was the star.
He was. He was the tadpole.
At this point, could I maybe like fire an arrow at the like ropes and now get them down since they're not over a fire anymore?
Yeah.
That's
Which one would you like to cut down?
Fulton.
Fulton, okay. So let's find your attack roll with a short bow. It is a 8.
Do you hit me?
Yes, Fulton, you feel an arrow in your side. No, it just off into the night. The other Grung in the area will hear that sound of the arrow, kind of, and they get very upset that someone is trying to break these guys free, and that their ritual bonfire of murder and sacrifice has been disrupted by 30 gallons of water. Although they do seem pleased by the smoked carcass. At this point, there's
nothing like smoked carcass in the evening.
Right, that's what I always say. Let's roll some initiative, and let's see what these guys can get here. Oh
gosh, a 5.
Whew.
These rolls, man.
All right, 16 for Reverie.
23 for Ubo.
Good stuff. 23 for Ubo, and
21 for Zera.
21, and 5 for Fulton. Yeah.
Yeah, just a 5 for me.
Great stuff. All right, so let's see what these guys have on their initiative. I think they're pretty good. This will be a. There we go. So it looks like our turn order is going to be. Oh, these guys rolled a 21. What's your initiative bonus there, to 0?
+3.
Okay. Cool. Focusing on the sound is fine. Sounds good. Alright, so you're going them. Alright, so our turn order is Ubo will go first, then the Zera, then the Grung, then Reverie, and then Fulton. So, Ubo, you find yourself dangling above a fire. I mean, you're pretty like 20 feet up in the air, up on a tree right now. The fire below you has been doused. However, there are 6 angry Grung with bows, blowpipes, and spears down below, and an arrow has fired wildly out, presumably from a Grung.
There's a moment you know you're frogged. Can I use my claws, my natural claws, to try to cut through the ropes that are presumably around my wrists? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, roll me just like a strength with advantage here because you got your claws to slice through.
There we go. 17.
17 sound good. Yeah. So you slice yourself through. Have you gonna fall? So roll me a dexterity saving throw to. I mean, you're on some pretty wet wood at this point. Still hot, I guess.
Will, could I go shell first if they're right underneath me?
You sure could.
Oh yeah. Turtle power. Oh no! That's 4 nat ones.
What's happening?
This is the best game that I've ever played.
Every single one.
The best luck I have had as a DM for player roles in some time. I feel like it's going to only go well for me. So, yeah, totally nailed it. I mean, in a way, like, I guess you were aiming for them, right? You were, like, aiming for hitting some of them with your shell. You just kind of, like, crack, land on your back, and it still hurts your shell. Seeing as you got a big, tough old shell, I mean, you fell 20 feet, so you'll still take some damage, but we'll just roll a d10 here. You take 9. I rolled today. You take 9 as you just like crack your back on a particularly spiky stick, and it pretty hurts actually as you land down there, Ubo. So Tazira, you see your legendary turtle companion falling with a thump down to the
ground. I'm still tied up, aren't I?
Yes, you are tied up, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to try and cast... Actually, wait. No, that's going to probably go horribly wrong. You know what? No, actually, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to cast Sleep at level 1 and hopefully send all the Grungians to sleep and not my friends. And that's a 22.
22? I don't know about you. Let's see all these Grung effects. So 2 of them fall asleep. 2 of them are just like... and just completely out like a light.
Beautiful.
Having a very restful sleep. Having a really good sleep. Everyone loads up. They wake up, they're going to feel more rested.
Oh, I'm glad. I really am.
Yeah, I feel good for these guys, to be honest. I'm jealous. Yeah, you you managed to cast these guys to sleep, and they just completely pass out on the ground. So that is 0, which means that these Grung are going to do their thing. Yeah, luckily for these guys, whilst they are tied up, it is for charity, and so there are no rules. So it is a lucky day for you guys, because you are rolling awfully. If this were Lambo play, you guys would be totally screwed. Alright, so the Grung are going to do their thing. They are going to make some attacks here, because they're pretty annoyed of you guys. A couple of them have fallen asleep. They're kind of annoyed that their friends have fallen asleep on them. So one of them is going to high jump. So these guys have standing leaps. The Grung's long jump is up to 25 feet, and his high jump's up to 15 feet, with or without a running start. So they essentially just like ping upwards towards you guys as you're hanging up in the air to slash at you with their daggers. So we're going to have one against Zira at this point, which is a 9 versus your armor.
That's a no.
He did. And Fulton at that one jumps up towards you on a 17.
Just hits.
Just got him. All right, so you will take. It's just a wee bit of damage. 6 damage. You must roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
By the way, the official noise of the Grung when they jump up is a.
Nice. 21 con save.
That is a success. You don't take any poison damage as you save against the poison on the daggers. Ubo, as you're up there, let's try one against you on a 16 versus your armor class. Is that going to do it?
Ubo?
Ubo? There you go.
Sorry, ma'am, my thing cut out. Yeah, no, 17's my natural armor.
Oh, nice, yeah. All right, so he just kind of like slashes at your shell as you're down on the ground and can't get up towards you. Another one will, the last one, because there are 4 of them left awake and not focused on Bart Bertleby Baxter off in the woods. Another one will slash at the 0 on a nat 20.
Oh!
That will hit.
Okie dokie. Alright, you will take, my friend, 7 piercing damage and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'd love to.
I'm sure you would.
Up to 22.
Holy, yeah, okay, that'll save. Alright. So these guys have what do sleeping Grungs dream of? They dream of Nang Nang, and they dream of this band, actually. They dream of capturing this band and tying them up and hoisting them to a very large bumper. Alright, so Zero manages to save against the poison on the daggers, which will take it to Reverie's turn out in the bushes.
Cool. Okay, I am going to aim my short bow at the one that just spiked at the 0.
Okay. Yeah, he's currently landing. He's coming back down to Earth at this point. Alright, so your short bowage.
Yes.
Let's see, will be a 23 is definitely a hit against this guy, and you deal 7 damage to him. Not quite enough to kill him.
Yes, and then he's not within 5 feet of
He's
anybody,
not because
so
he's falling back down. Yeah. else he would. So what? He looks very injured. However, he takes an arrow to the knee, and will never be the same.
That arrow to the knee, man.
His jumping days are over.
His jumping days are long gone now. So that is Reverie turn. Fulton.
So Fulton, still somewhat hanging up there because Reverie missed, goes, Nang Nang has heard your sacrifice and your call to her, and answers with a blessing. And he casts Animate Dead on the smoked carcass.
Nice. All right, what does that do?
And the smoked carcass. Okay, guys, y'all ready? I sort of look out into the crowd and look to my companions, so we can perform our newest song. The carcass begins to sing. Do you hear the frogmen singing the song of angry frogs? It is the music of the Nang Nang who will be praised again. When the slapping of your feet echoes to the croaking of your throat, there's a life about to start when Nang Nang comes. And the carcass begins to do this rousing overture of our newest performance song.
Like, this is why they can't do this without me.
They need me.
Yes.
Will you join two apples who will be strong and jump
And with me,
beyond
dung grung lung nung.
long to see. Then join in the prayer that will give you the right to nung nung.
Oh, my frog. I don't know the rest of the tune. Okay, that's enough of that.
Totally different stuff. But I love it. That's amazing.
Do I have to do a performance check?
Please, yeah, please roll with advantage.
And a 17 with advantage.
Oh, there we go. Very good indeed. So the grung becomes fascinated with this carcass. And they're like, wow, this could be incredible. This could be something.
But it so is not right now.
They're like, this is a new song too! And they begin to join in as well. And they distracted. For at least a turn, they're going to be distracted by this animated corpse. Fulton. So as it turns around to round 2, Ubo, down on the ground, these guys, they look towards the animated carcass of the smoked meat, and they seem to be distracted. There's 4 of them still going. One of them looks pretty injured.
Okay, are they distracted enough where if Ubo would go for his bow, I'm assuming that's like, in the convenient pile of adventurer stuff that's off to the side?
Yeah, it's in the...
Yeah, it's right there.
Right. I figured it always is. I'm going to run over there and grab that if I'm not going to generate attacks of opportunity, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Distracted enough for that?
No, yeah, they won't get attacks of opportunity against you.
They should be enraptured. Okay.
I mean, I am.
Me too. He runs over, grabs his bow, and I guess he'll take 2 shots at the ones that are still kind of involved in it. Like you said, there's 4.
Yeah. Let me know your roll here.
An 11?
An 11.
Are they distracted enough to have a disadvantage, give advantage on the attacks?
Sure. These guys are kind of like incapacitated, I guess, as they're staring at
20?
In that case,
that's 19 on one of them then.
There you go. So you just how would you like to murder this grung?
I would just like to turn him into a spit. Just right through and then against the tree.
Nice. He's enraptured by the sheer animal
magnetism
of the
dancing smoked carcass.
And he just dies. Straight up dies. Alright, that's Uvo's turn as he grabs his convenient gear. Go ahead.
I've got one more if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Never mind. It was a nat 1.
Oh my god!
Again! Oh my lord!
Holy mackerel.
If we're counting nat ones as a separate thing, I think we should just count all ones.
All ones, yeah. At least on a D20. Yeah, that's okay. So that is to 0. Your turn.
How many are left alive?
There are 3 of them that are left, but they're still distracted at this point.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to try and get down. Can I just do like a strength check to try?
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah. That's a 17.
That'll do it. So you can fall down to the ground. We'll say that you don't roll a dexterity check as you kind of pull yourself down to the ground, and no need for a dex save as you land perfectly with a tuck and roll.
Perfect. I'm going to then cast, where's it gone? There's 3 left, so I'm going to do Magic Missile on each of them.
Alright then.
That's a 4 for the first one, that's a 3 for the second one, and that's a 3 for the third one.
Maths is happening.
Maths!
Was that 10?
Well, it's 1 to each.
Can we?
It's 1 to each, yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to make Louise do the math again on Magic Missile.
Thanks.
Alright, so 4 to the first, 3 to the second, and 3 to the third. Alright, so the guy who's injured by Reverie's bow dies. So there's 2 of them left, and both of them have taken 3 damage at this point. How would you like to murder this Grung with your Magic Missile?
I would like to leave like a smoking hole where his face was. There's just like an outer rim of his froggy face.
He just he is a smoking ruin where he once was. All right, that is 0. It is the Grung their turn. They were distracted at this point, but they are no longer as distracted as their 2 friends have been murdered, and not even the lovely animal carcass can hold them to this any longer. So they're going to turn. One of them's going to turn on you, Dazira, for a 18 versus your armor class.
Yes, that hits me.
Yes. You take 5 piercing damage, and you can roll me a Constitution saving throw. As you so love.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Find me.
You're not poisoned then. And Ubo, seeing as they had a bit of luck with you before, nat 20 as well. There we go.
Boy, it's all highs and lows today.
It's all to play for here on the D&D channel, guys. It really is. All right, let's see. Where is the math? Bring the math to me. So 2d4 and con saving throw from you, Ubo. So you take 10 damage, max damage.
Wow, it's max damage.
It is.
Saw that coming. Who would have saw the nat 1 on my con save coming right now?
Here it comes. Well, 3, pretty close. It was a nat 2.
Holy moly. Okay. So that means that you will take some extra damage. Seeing as they rolled a nat 20, this is max as well, which is great news for you. And this is poison damage. You take 13 poison damage.
Yikes.
So, that is their turn. As they come out fighting, these Grung at this point. They're doing well. I'm proud of them on this turn. So the 2 that are still alive, Reverie, it is your turn.
Someone warm up the soulmonger. It's about ready to get a turtle.
There'll be no turtle soup today.
Yeah, I'll use my short bow again, and at this point, since they're kind of all engaged in combat with, well, I guess I should probably see if I hit first. I'll use my short bow.
Good idea. All right. They're both equally as wounded. So the short bow damage is 25, which is a hit.
Yay! And so now that they're engaged in combat, do I get that sneak attack though?
Sure. Yeah, you don't actually need it though, because that is enough to kill the first guy. So there is one of them left standing. Looks pretty nervous as he looks at the group of you, and he goes, "I'm not just fine." Fulton, it's your turn as the Grung pleads to you.
So as a bonus action, having experienced this at conventions myself, the smoked carcass is going to totally glomp the Grung. So just comes over and just basically we end up with smoked carcass with Grung stuffing as it just grabs him and tries to crush him.
Nice. Very nice.
I have
Okay.
no idea what the modifiers on a smoked carcass would be.
Well,
It's not plus 20.
If I want to make a grung duckin, what do I need to do?
Well, if we consult the player's handbook on this, it comes up as we'll say plus 5. Why not?
Sure, for a d20 plus 5, or are we doing damage or rolling or? Sure, I'm just gonna roll things.
Put me an attack roll first of all.
1d20 plus 5 for grung duckin. The grung duckin attack is a 16.
That is a hit. That is a hit.
So is he grunduckened?
He is. He didn't have any much hit points left. And so describe to me how one does a grung ducken.
So the carcass of this smoked beast comes over, ribs open, and basically just sort of encases the grung as he cries and pleads, and then the heat from within just it's that whole kind of like secondary cooking from the heat of the smoked carcass, and we end up with a lovely frog legs and roast beast grung ducken. It's good. That's good eating right there, man. That's good eating.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. And I've seen that we've raised on the Dungeons and Dragons one. Look, I'm trying to track both of them here. There's the Encounter Roleplay one, which I'll link again here, and then there's the official D&D one. You can donate to either one. It goes to the same place. There is $300 from last I looked has just been donated there. That means that we have not only, I think we've 30 push-ups for Tool Squad.
Yeah.
But we are $200 away from a viewer decision, and we have free D10,000 Wild Magic Surges to throw at our players. So let's have, seeing as Tool Squad is going to be busy doing his push-ups, let's have Reverie roll a D10,000, let's have Louise roll a D10,000, and Ubo roll a D10K. All right. All right. Let's roll those D10Ks. So this is for Reverie. Oh, no, that's a D100.
Too big.
Very big.
It's too big. It's too powerful. Louise, what did you roll?
I got 5,339.
5,339. Holy control doesn't work on this. Okay, that's just mainly fine. 5,339 reads. Oh, baby. Target fears she is a werewolf temporarily in human form. It's a very real fear for you to hear at this point,
Yeah, it's very possible.
It happens. It could happen at any point. Let's see. Ubo, what did you roll with from?
7,035. 7035.
7035 reads, target's clothing turns around and runs away with him. That's your shell. Your shell just turns around and it's like, nope. Just starts running backwards.
Yeah, I just realized that after my fall, when I came back out, it was almost like a cartoon where you come out and the turtle's the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Holy mackerel, I love it. And then Reverie rolled 8471. 8471, nice and high on this D10,000 table here. In fact, I'll link the table where you the Tracheon one. Every $100 that we're raising on Extra Life, either of the Extra Life official one, the D&D, or the Encounter Roleplay one, we will be doing these. So, let's check into that. 8471. All elementals in area return to the negative quasi-plane matter. I don't even know. Oh, I know what that means. That means that your carcass,
The grung duckin.
Grung ducken returns to his final form, which is negative quasi-plane matter, which is basically smoked animal carcass. Because the negative quasi-plane is filled with carcasses just such as this.
Dude, that's like new CR20 like villain out there, the grung duckin. It's like worse than a devour.
Maybe Reverie wants him to go back to his family.
Just going home.
Lifts him up.
You raise me up. And and he melts into a puddle of thousands of chunks of meat onto the ground.
Ew.
All right then. So, exactly. So let's head into the next part. So you guys exit from combat. However, some strange things have happened. The Grung have been defeated. You return your equipment. However, Ubo seems to be moving away with his shells turned around. He's all turned around. You're not sure if that's meant to happen or not, but it certainly has happened. The group of you reconvene. Go ahead, Paul.
Oh no, I was just Ubo. Fulton's awkwardly trying to do that whole thing like when you see someone who's got like their tag out of their shirt, but you're not good enough friends to like stick it in, or it's just like.
He's getting drug away, but I'll be back.
We're having a costume malfunction.
Was that supposed to? I kind of looked at my companions.
Oh yeah, Reverie comes out of the woods and she's like, "So, how did that happen?"
Zera's just like looking at herself, just like, "Come on."
Zera.
The moon is high tonight, Zera.
Oh my god. we have to get to Nyan's Arrow immediately.
Well, we have about 4 days until the gig. There's nothing really rushing us.
We have a long way to go. It's a long way to go.
Are you okay? What did they do to you? Why are you doing this?
You could say I'm hungry like the wolf.
Well, I'm sorry. I sent smoked carcass back already. I wanted him to go back to his family.
The negative quasi-plane.
The negative quasi-plane. Maybe we can find some.
Sorry, now it's in my head.
Horse so fast.
In the background, Ubo runs by. Almost got it.
Where's our costume design?
Yeah, good question. Here's the thing. The Grung have used a lot of your props to fuel their fire.
Oh no.
Your portable stage, your props with the edifice of the Nang Nang, everything. It's almost all gone.
No.
It's the end of an era. But you do know that if you can get to Nyan's Arrow quickly enough, that there are retailers available and costumiers to redo your whole attire.
All right.
It's just a matter of getting there in time, and time's running out for this group. So presumably you head off, right? Unless you want to camp here, seeing as you've killed the Grung.
I think we should, because I'm tired.
That's true. Reverie hasn't had a chance to rest yet, and some of you guys are a little bit wounded. So, yeah, what do you guys want to do?
A little bit.
Oh yeah, no, I can heal. Yeah, so yeah, are we taking a short rest or long rest, or actually we probably short rest because we got to get to. We must continue on our way because reasons. And shall we do short rest?
All right.
Yeah.
Roll those hit die.
Yep, and I'll actually cast Prayer of Healing as well to give everyone a little bit extra bonus.
Is that maximum hit die then? Whenever we, is that how that works?
No, it's a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
I was hoping it was a different thing.
It's not. It's not the thing that you're thinking of. It's a different thing.
We need a hand from chat. Louise needs to know what rhymes with Nyan's Arrow. Chat, what rhymes with Nyan's Arrow?
It's very important.
Very important for a upcoming segment of tonight's show.
So everyone gets an extra 8.
Cool. Great stuff. All right, then. So, you guys heal up and continue along your way. Uber, roll me a survival check.
No nat 1.
I listen. I get 21?
21 is for 21.
That's 21.
Cyan kangaroo. There you go.
Kangaroo, yeah. Nyan Daru kangaroo. Basically the same.
Ooh, a dire kangaroo. There,
we're getting there. We're getting there.
I like this last suggestion. Something, tear you. Pretty solid. Pretty solid lyric writing right there.
Needy
weeboo, needy weeboo, that works too.
That works well. Very fitting. So yeah, the group of you continue on. Ubo is leading you through the second day into the morning. Unfortunately for you guys, the only way,
of course,
the only conceivable way to get back to Port Nyanzaru in time is to go through this nice little valley known as the Valley of Death. And as you walk through the Valley of Death,
yes,
you most likely will feel fear. The group of you see this huge kind of canyon valley opening up before you as you're traveling through the jungle. From either side, you see that there are we hear the calls, the kind of calls of the strange bird-like creatures which live and either side of the canyon itself, and this huge embedded into the rocks. And the path before you is made of jagged stone, and the stones are so sharp on the ground that they could cut your very feet. So it looks incredibly painful to walk upon this surface. There is small patches of water and puddles down here, in which not even the grung dare to travel towards. And throughout this whole valley, you know that it's kind of like a graveyard for huge dinosaurs. Gating is named for, it's basically the place where huge dinosaurs go to die, and they'll just kind of park themselves in the valley and just die there. These huge kind of carcasses and whittled down kind of bones that you can see here from huge dinosaurs that came here and ended their lives. So there is some cover from that. However, it looks like the kind of the terror birds either side probably use this ground as like a feasting ground for the soon to die or recently dead dinos. So you guys have the Valley of Death before you. You don't know how long it goes. You're pretty sure it goes on for some time. What would you guys like to do? Or how would you like to approach this?
I think Ubo should sing his song. Because I think we're frogged.
Ubo has no problem with that, but Greg would like to point out that there hasn't been any other solos going on.
We can join in if you can tell us what's the tune.
We can do the harmony.
What tune is it to?
We'll harmonize.
God. Okay, well, I'll give it a shot.
What tune does it go to?
It's totally effed by Spring Awakening.
Bring it.
Okay.
I'm going to play my old man car. I don't know that song, but I'll just kick in. Sure. Why not?
Okay, so as Ubo looks down on the Valley of Death, knowing what this is, perhaps more so than the rest of the party, because he is of Chulp. He is grown up here. He in this particular region, even though Desira probably knows of it as well. He looks around and says, there's a moment you know you're frogged.
Frogged.
Not an inch more room in the stinking bog.
Bog.
But the thing that makes you really jump
is
that the weirdest ish is yet to come. You ask yourself, where do I run?
Run.
You're just a fly the little frogs kill for fun.
Fun.
Yeah, you're frogged all right, and all for spite. You can kiss your sorry shell goodbye.
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 This is awful. This is awful, you people. People are awful.
When in doubt, just repeat the last lyric.
We are awful for charity.
Very important.
Yeah, awful for a great cause.
I'm feeling inspired.
I thought it was great. It makes me. I want to sing like that one song, "Glory" from Rent. We need to change it to One Frog. Glory. It'd be so good.
I believe in us. Yes, the team are emboldened by Ubo's song, which I'm not sure if it has any effect.
I think it does.
I think I'm thinking temporary hit points and are invulnerability maybe.
I feel like it's like friendship. Everyone in the valley has been calm.
It lightens our hearts so much we walk on air right across all the sharp rocks.
It is literally turtle power.
It is turtle power.
You are emboldened by the spirits of the turtle and the song within your hearts that you knew was always there. And you feel a little bit better before entering into the Valley of Death.
And you've
And then you look at the Valley of Death and you're like, holy
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So, who's going first? Who would like to enter first?
Me.
Yes. Good. Reverie enters first into the Valley of Death. And is the first to die. So, how would you like to go about this, Reverie? You've got these kind of terror birds either side of you. It's this huge canyon. You've got these carcasses of these dinosaurs to go through, these little puddles as well. You're just walking straight through this, so you're sneaking through?
Yeah, I will try to sort of use these carcasses to my advantage in that I will try to hide from anything that's like up above, like going through, hiding, behind the carcasses, maybe under a foot, things like that, just like trying to use them as obstructions as I go through.
Okay. Let's have a stealth check from Reverie in that case. And
I feel like it should be.
He will cast Pass Without Trace while we're right before we're ready to go.
Hey! All right. That's literally the only way you can fail this, right? Because a nat 1 is a nat 1. Even though you got plus 10, it'd be a 17, but a nat 1 is.
Nat 1's a nat 1.
We're frogged.
Why? I rolled a nat 1 on both the perception. Why do y'all let me go first when I say me? Why doesn't anybody say no?
You sounded so confident. I was like, yes, girl, go.
Louise, I'm thinking it till I make it.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, how the mighty have fallen. As the group of you feel so emboldened by this song, you unfortunately completely fail. And you hear this kind of from the terror birds around you as they notice that there's fresh prey entering into their territory. And they begin to exit out from their caves. And you see, there's a good bunch of these guys coming out. I mean, if you were to guess, you'd say that there's probably at least a dozen of them in this section of the valley who have managed to hear the snapping of some of these dinosaur bones on the ground as Reverie walks. So, what do you guys want to do? These birds are coming out either side of you.
Someone else needs to come up with a song.
Yeah, I'd agree with that suggestion.
We can sing another song. Might be the last one we get.
You just let death come to you. Sing it out, guys.
Right.
Oh my god.
I guess arm up, pull out the bow, but is there any other wildlife around Will that doesn't appear to be terror bird folk related? Like, are there any dinosaurs conveniently coming to die at this particular moment?
You know what? Yes, there is. There is a convenient dinosaur coming to die. He was thinking about it this morning. He's like, I'm not going to do it today. It's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to schedule it for tomorrow. I got some stuff to do today. And he's like, actually, conveniently, it would really help these guys out if I die today. So yeah, you see this huge kind of like stegosaurus lumbering through the jungle towards the canyon. He looks pretty old. He's got a big dino gray beard on. That's how you know. Got dino glasses as well. And he looks ready to die.
All right.
Okay. Is there any way to use him as a distraction since he's a bigger meal for the terror birds that are getting ready to pounce on us?
You tell me. Is there a way to use him?
Okay, well, Ubo, knowing that his senses are his predominant feature here in the lovely, lovely jungles of Chult, he will try to draw some blood on the ailing and dying Stegosaurus to see if he can't potentially waft that fresh, still vibrant blood into the air and maybe cause a bit of a feeding frenzy.
I like it.
So you want me to roll an attack roll on this guy, right?
Yeah, of course.
Sure, let's see if I can hit that nat 1. Oh my god, it was still pretty bad, but 13 should get him, right?
Let's see. A 13, yes! So you, it's almost impossible to miss this thing. It's just a matter of breaking through a kind of tough skin, and it just kind of, as an arrow goes into its side, and it does draw some blood. Let's see. I'm gonna roll a perception check for the terror birds to see if they can get a good wafty. So some of them do. On a 7, they haven't got the keenest sense of smell. They seem just to be distracted by the kind of group of you who are immediately there, I suppose, and they haven't yet seen the dinosaur. But a couple of them seem to be kind of circling around as they enter into the skies towards the old dying Stegosaurus. So that's what Ubo's doing. Fulton, what are you up to? You are muted for me, Tilskull.
He's trying to get the feeding frenzy started over there. How can I help with that? I am going to look to this Stegosaurus, who is now going to be thinking. So I'm going to try to set a trap for the ones that are going for it, and I am going to cast Spirit Guardians onto this Stegosaurus. So when everything shows up, that the Spirit Guardians sort of jump out and start attacking the terror birds to try to keep them. So Fulton summons the spirits of all the dead dinosaurs in the area, and so when the terror birds arrive and come down, that they leap up to take vengeance upon those that have feasted upon the carcasses of their ancestors, or something meaningful like that.
Nice. Or something like that. Okay, cool. All right. So you kind of set this trap. It's DC 15 that they have to save for it.
Yep.
All right. So it's wow. Wow. Okay. So one of them will save as the kind of 4 of them just dive in there, but the others take 7. Do you want radiant or necrotic?
We'll say necrotic since it's from the dead dinos.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You leech that kind of essence away from it, and the creatures as they're trying to eat away at this dying but not yet dead dinosaur. So that will be Fulton's turn. Desira, what are you up to?
Are there many still up in the sky?
Yes, there are several circling still towards you. There's a band, maybe about 5 or 6 still headed there.
Okay. I'm going to try and start stealthing away in the direction that we are meant to be going.
Way to be a team player.
See you guys on a 7, so that's
17. You get plus 10.
You have pass about trace.
Yeah, on a 17, and I'm going to gesture to everybody. Come on.
You go. Come on, everybody. And exactly that amount of chill that you have as you do that. That's perfect. All right, so you sneak away. They do not seem to be able to see you as you hide inside the ribcage of an old long dead T-Rex. You just cower in there for a little bit. Reverie, what are you doing?
Have I recovered from this nat 1?
Well, I mean, yeah. At this point, you've taken a moment.
Yeah.
You've been like, wow, I failed.
That was really bad.
Time to try again.
Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I guess I will do my best to follow Zira in a sneaky fashion.
Okay. So let's roll your stealth. You got plus 10 to this as well, so it's almost impossible. Almost. 19. Whew, and actually good roll for Reverie today. Great stuff.
It's because you're rolling for me, and I feel like you're just.
I mean, I'm coming up all 20s on my NPC roll, so I don't know about that.
Champion.
No, I'm a sex icon. What's up, Julian?
Hello.
So, as you sneak away, you and the Zero are hiding inside the T-Rex's rib cage, far away in the 60 from these Terror Dinosaurs. We're like $8 away, by the way, from our next $100. So if you guys haven't donated yet, check it out. You can either do the Extra Life page that MoveBot is given to you, or the Encounter Roleplay Extra Life page, if you want to donate to that one directly, is there as well.
We can make Tosco do more push-ups.
Make Tosco do more push-ups! More wild magic, more view decisions. Alright, so the group of you are there. These guys are going to come in at this point, and Ubo and Fulton, the group of you who are not hidden, are going to try and take a bite out of you. So, Fulton, tell me if a 12 versus your class is going to hit.
Put up on my shield.
5 bombs in towards you. Ubo, an 18.
Of course it will, Will.
Oh, boy.
That's sweet for that max damage.
Yeah, I will try. I'll try my hardest just for you, Greg.
Thanks,
It's 10 damage, pretty close. Pretty close, a 7 rather than an 8. So take 10 as just kind of dives in towards you. More of them are coming. You're becoming kind of overwhelmed, a little bit surrounded at this point as more of them are coming towards you guys. Fulton and Ubo, what do you guys want to do?
We still pass without a trace up, see if we can hide?
I mean, these things are right in your face right now.
Okay, there's no hiding from them.
We don't have pass without trace anymore.
Yeah, we don't have pass without trace anymore. So I guess it's fight time. So those spiritual guardians should still be up. That's a concentration spell. So anything down around us will take that damage again. They'll take 10 more if on the wisdom save of whatever's within. I believe it's. Let me give you the distance. I think it's within 30 feet of. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's 30 feet. Might be 60 of where I cast them. Actually, it's on me. So within 15 feet. So 15 feet of me. So however many you want to say are around me.
Sure. Okay. They take 10. Yeah.
They take 10. They have to are half on the wisdom save if you want to make them do the wisdom save again, or just say one of them takes half and the other 3 or whatever.
Yeah, we'll roll. Let's roll for the group.
Yep.
19, 10, 11. All right, yeah. So one of them will save, the others take it. However, they've already taken that damage from the Spirit Guardians. That's what it's called, right? Spirit Guardians?
Yep, Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
So they took 7 before, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, it's 7 before. So a bunch of them just fall down to the ground dead, giving you guys a moment away from the action before more of them are upon you.
So at this point, then I say we run. I look to Ubo. I don't know, are turtles slow? They have short little legs?
We are surprisingly the same speed as everyone else.
Nice. So I look at him and go,
thank you very much.
Yes. And I go, run. And
you do the Sam Neill from Jurassic Park run.
Yes. Run! Must go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster.
All right. So Fulton and Ubo, roll me an athletics checks to escape these creatures. I believe in you.
23. Oh.
Oh,
Ubo.
Ubo.
We knew you well. As a bonus action, can I? Oh no, no, the Spirit Guardian stays up by itself. As a bonus action, can I throw a Sanctuary on Ubo?
Sure.
I am going to throw Sanctuary on Ubo, seeing that he trips or whatever's, or just because I didn't know, thinking he must be slow because he's a turtle.
Okay, Will, in addition to that, since I didn't have an action, I just had my movement. As he trips and falls and realizes he's going to be in harm's way, his arms and legs and head suck into his shell, and just the shell itself drops to the ground.
I thought you were going to, like, transform.
It turns into Voltron.
And he just becomes a car. Okay, so you just
all out, right?
and become a shell. I love it. Okay.
Oh, can I Heisman him? Can Fulton pick him up and...
Yeah. Yes, you can. And that was a 23 that you rolled.
On a 23, can I...
Absolutely. That can be your sanctuary.
Yeah, my sanctuary is I grab him and we go.
You hold him in your arms. You hold him.
No, not Ubo.
Ubo pops out.
He has the best lyrics of us all.
Ubo pops out, and only Fulton can hear the whisper, "I love you."
Our new soloist.
It's a beautiful moment.
I'm still waiting for one of the ladies. Maybe they can sing us out as we.
Yeah, the first couple chords of "Summer Lovin'" start up.
Oh.
As you run away into the sunset. So you see, so Zira and Reverie.
We're both green, aren't we?
Yeah.
Aren't we both green? It ain't easy being green.
Oh.
So Desira and Reverie, you guys are hidden inside the T-Rex cage, rib cage. You got some fresh ribs, but the terror birds are feasting away on the carcass of the the now carcass of the dying Stegosaurus, giving you guys a chance to escape. However, you may need to make a bit of a break for it. What do you guys want to do? Because you see Fulton and Ubo just running off.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready to go.
All right, athletics checks from the two of you guys. We'll give you advantage on this one. That's
nice.
That's sad. I don't roll well for you. Deer.
Dear.
He's a total small creature now. But when he's in his shell, he's just the right size. Bear in mind, Fulton is huge, right?
8 feet, yeah.
Yeah. So Fulton's a big boy. Really big boy. All right. So a 22 from the zero. Sorry, just saw that. You guys will run away into the sunset, following the newly born ship, which is Ubo and Fulton. You guys escape the immediate danger in the Valley of Death, running along the jagged rocks, cutting your feet as you go, or just tearing through any sandals or shoes that you guys are wearing. And you come outside, it's canon, the Valley of Death, out into the hot springs, which are nearby, which are just on the other side of the Valley of Death, where there are two guys, humans, Cholton, and they seem to be running a day spa here. And they look over in surprise at you guys, and they're like, "Oh, welcome to the day spa. Welcome to the hot springs. Would you like? Wow, you are the first customers we have had in 5 years. Everyone keeps dying because of the Valley of Death. Never mind, though. You guys made it through.
You might want to work on your marketing.
Or choose a new location, perhaps.
We've considered relocating, but you know, it's tough to find a good hot springs around here, and well, it's really nice. Plus, we don't really like people that much, so you know."
Okay.
It works for you then.
So it's a tax write-off. I understand entirely.
Hey, what can I say? We have a business here.
Yes. Fulton nods knowingly. I'm a cleric. I understand these things. Tax-free.
This is holy ground.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, medieval England. So yeah, the group of you enter into this hot spot. These guys have got towels for you if you guys want to, towel off. If you want to jump into the hot springs, he says it's just a few gold pieces to jump in and get a good relaxation. If you want massage as well, that is something I can do.
I think this sounds great. I would like to point out that we are, I don't know if you've ever heard of Grung the musical.
No, I have not, but I stay here. Exclusively here.
Okay.
No one comes, so I don't. Are you guys big?
Cool.
We're huge in Japan.
You guys are big in. That's the equivalent of being like big in the realms. We're really big.
Big in the realms, yes.
Really big in Neverwinter.
We're huge in character.
Oh, that's impressive, I guess. What do you guys do?
Are we?
What
we
don't
have
we do?
Talents. We can.
Let us show you as Fulton points to the ladies
Would you
to
like
hear
an
their
example?
song.
Would you like an example in the most? Yeah. Oh yes. A lap dance or something? What's happening? Oh my god.
Which song? We have like 5 songs
We
going.
have a lot of them.
Oh, you sing.
What musical are you feeling? You want to do Rent? Do you want to do Legally Blonde? Do you want?
Well, I mean, I could do anything.
I have.
Legally Blonde. Let's hear Legally Blonde.
We already have one verse of Legally Blonde.
Okay, then never mind.
I don't like this so much.
Rent?
We don't have to write it out. We can wing it.
We can wing it, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh my
It's
God.
like jazz.
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay.
Like jazz.
Except terrible, right?
Except so much fun.
Fulton,
Oh.
may I introduce you to you, our lovely ladies of, what was it, Grung Soup? Is that the name of us?
Musical soup.
Musical Soup. And I do a
Oh my
big
God.
bow.
Is that La Vivo M? Did you write La Vivo M?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, we're doing that one. Okay.
Go back. You want to be big?
Reset. Let's do that. Let's do that.
I want, yes, do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yes.
Do that one.
Here, you go. You start it. You start it.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Looks very expectant.
I'm ready.
You make fun, yet I'm the one attempting to do some good. Or do you really want a 9-0 where people steal from your stool every night? 9-0, 9-0, the fallacies in your head. This is Chult. The old ways are dead.
Oh, this is amazing, Louise. I love you. I'm about to change the key. It's too low for me. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to say our goodbyes. Here we lie, no one knew our call. The beat down party, who's seen it all. On these nights when we celebrate the birth, in that little town of Dunlun Grung, we raise our glass, to Lord Nyanzaru.
This bit is impossible to do.
Oh,
Do you want to do the...
Do the thing. You got it. Come on, it's right
Oh my
there.
God.
Oh, it's so much.
Today's of Cholti, inviting dinos, selling saucer travelers, the need to click to communicate, to living despite the curse, turning undead, turning mad, to fighting Yuanti, no shanty, to the waiting vigilante, to gallons of Chianti lost inside the pantry, not to mention, of course, praising to Nang Nang, to riding your cart midday past the merchant prince, to mince, to convince, to choice, to the village boys, to any passing fad, to being an asshole instead of a man.
I can't believe it.
wow.
Woo.
That is impressive. Oh, you all get a free massage and free. Oh, yes, you can even take my canoes.
Oh my God.
Wait, do you have canoes?
Yes, I have many
Are they nice?
canoes. They are well. We can talk about that later, but yes, come, bathe in my
Oh
hot
my
springs. Bathe in the waters of Nang Nang.
Please, that was amazing.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
If you guys haven't donated to Extra Life for that, I don't know what's going to make you guys do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
A run version of La Vivo M. I mean, like, what more could you ask?
I know, right?
The link to the Encounter Roleplay Extra Life page is here. The Extra Life page for the What's You On is here. We're like $8 away from more push-ups on the Extra Life one and more Wild Magic. So to get in here, good cause, my friends. Early morning, we're starting off here, so let's get some money rolling for the kids who need their games. And thankfully, we'll not have to listen to the rest of this when we all perform at the same time in a horribly unsynced version of some other musical. So he thanks you guys, lets you into the hot springs. You can all bathe, relax, enjoy, and have the full benefits of a long rest by the time that you guys are through. He will also give you his canoes, which are pretty nice, pretty tasty canoes actually. and pretty well built. And he says, you know what? If you just, maybe send the canoes back down the river sometime, and I can see them. I literally never leave here, so I'll probably never see them again. But on the off chance that you ever come back to the hot springs, and then tell your friends, just past the Valley of Death is the hot springs.
We will be sure to.
Maybe we can put it in our playbill.
Oh, that would be very nice.
Sponsor us.
Yes. How can I sponsor you? Is the canoes enough?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So put me in the flyers. Just past the Valley of Death.
What's the name of this place? Just the Hot Springs, or is
Yeah,
it?
we call it the Hot Springs.
The Hot Springs of Death.
The Hot Springs of Death. Yeah, we're working on the name.
Oh, on the back of Ubu's shells, it says "Brought to you by the Hot Springs of Death." From now on,
With a skull
right.
for the bikers.
Yes.
It'll
Good. The Dino Racers. Yes.
yes.
Perfect. So he lets you onto his canoes, which will be a much swifter journey back to Port Nyanzaru for you guys. So as you travel back down, one last survival check from you, my good friend Ubo, if you'd be so very kind. Oh, yeah. There you go. Let's see. Hey, nat 20. Wow, 20
It came back, baby. The Hot Springs.
Yeah, the hot springs. You're feeling it now, man.
Oh, I got it in my shell. It's still there.
He really massaged the hell out of that shell,
Right.
and made it feel a whole lot better. So you head back almost flawlessly back to Port Nyanzaru. You're well ahead of schedule. You've got an extra couple of days here before your performance at the Midsummer Festival at Nyanzaru. And you enter back into the bustling, busy town of Port Nyanzaru, ready to rock and roll. You notice, however, that as you're heading through the market district, traditionally where you guys put up your flyers, you don't see any flyers for your own musical, Grung, the musical.
Oh, what?
You see instead.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh
flyers.
no, they didn't.
Oh no, they did. You see instead flyers for Dinosaur, the musical.
Oh, absolutely not.
It seems like a complete ripoff. There's a guy who's clearly just a human with antlers on. There's a girl who looks just like Reverie, but is actually just wearing like a blonde wig, totally has like black hair. And Desira, there's one that looks just like you as well. It's ridiculous. And Ubo, there isn't anyone that looks like you. But there is a small, it's a child who's made to look like Bert, the gnome. And they're performing at the Midsummer Festival.
Before us or after us?
Instead of you.
What?
In your slot.
Why? We need to go talk to a manager.
Where's my agent?
He calls out to the sky.
Damn terror bird.
Should have trademarked.
Wait, who can we call about this?
So you guys know that there is definitely a stage manager and an event organizer for the event for the Midsummer Festival. And a small child made to look like a butt. Yes, that's exactly what I said. I stand by that comment. That's who you go to.
Uh-huh. All right. Reverie will rip this flyer off. And, like, I don't know, I guess there's probably someone's name on there or something, like some sort of contact, and we know where to go because we were booked here. So I'll like, rip it off and be like, I will not stand for this. Come on. And Reverie will, like, storm off in the direction of whoever we're about to roast.
Absolutely. As you do that, you guys head off. You see that the stage manager, event organizer is up on the stage for the Midsummer Festival as you head over to that area of town through the market district. Very busy, bustling. There's stagehands going to and fro. There's costumes. Everyone's wearing those dinosaur costumes that are totally a meme in real life that people dance around in the streets.
The inflatable ones.
Inflatable ones, and that seems to be the act which they are going to be performing for Dinosaur the Musical. You see your counterparts, just like going through a dress rehearsal, having finished up, and the event organizer is failed drama teacher turned event organizer, Mrs. Porter, who is a portly and blonde, but turning to grey, human woman, and she is over at a desk.
All right, I will march up to her. I need Fulton to come with me because he's scary.
He is big.
So I'll grab Fulton by the wrist like an angry mother in a grocery store, and like drag him over to the desk and slap this flyer down in front of this woman and say, "What is the meaning of this?"
Fulton's just like looking big.
Do you know who we are?
And it is time, my friends, as we've smashed through another $100 goal for us to do another wild magic, and for our good friend Fulton to show what he's got with those push-ups.
So should I roll since I didn't roll last time?
Yeah, you roll. Yeah, you roll me push-ups. And I will look up this D10,000 as
So yeah, 2853.
I like to believe that Fulton just does push-ups in front of this woman as like an intimidation.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. All right, so 28.
I feel like he's doing them one-handed and the other hand like pointing at her like.
So here's the thing. It reads Caster's hair grows 1d4 inches every time he casts a spell. I'm going to change that to every time he does a push-up, his hair grows. So as Fulton is going, his hair just grows longer, and Mrs. Porter is clearly intimidated by the sheer masculinity of Fulton. Of his antlers. You look just like other a dinosaur lead actor.
No.
Felton.
Milton?
Milton?
His name was Felton Milton.
Oh, Felton.
Felton.
That's worse.
Like him.
Please tell me like someone who's like 5'5" walks in.
Yeah, he's a pretty small guy. He's just got antlers on his head.
This is ridiculous.
Fulton just like towers over him.
Right.
Well, we heard that you weren't coming. You were all the way in Grung, and well, there was another act very highly recommended that came along, and
Who recommended these people?
well, they came highly recommended from King Grung of Grung.
That's us.
I really don't think it is. I think I know the difference.
I think you don't. They're performing Dinosaur the Musical. We were performing Grung the Musical. Why would the king of Grung recommend Dinosaur exclamation when we're doing Grung exclamation?
I suppose that does make a bit of sense.
Fulton flexes.
While all this is going on, Ubu pulls up beside the Fulton lookalike and like kind of makes his head go out a little bit further and just sticks it right in the Fulton impersonator's nose, and he goes, "I, sir, no Fulton Stump, and you, sir, are no Fulton Stump."
I love him. Let's see. You guys can roll me a persuasion check. I guess Reverie is the one that's doing the persuading here.
I'm trying to kill her.
Yeah,
I'm trying to intimidate her.
Okay, intimidation. You can have advantage.
Intimidate her till she dies.
On a 13, she says, it does make sense. I suppose I could free the stage after they perform.
After? This is ridiculous. I think we should skip the musical altogether and have an Agni guy.
A what?
Fight to the death.
A fight to the death. That seems amenable, yes.
Okay.
I suppose I can't...
What are you setting this up for?
Yeah, instead...
No.
A battle of the musicals.
I will fight the fake Reverie, you fight the fake Fulton, you fight the fake Jazeera, and Portal, you...
Or we combine our powers so that Will has to sing.
I like this.
That still Will has to sing for the dinosaur musical.
You're right.
Let's
Never
all
mind.
work together.
Let them perform before us. We are terrible.
Oh, good. Then you can perform tonight. They finish at.
We will have to watch their show in great detail to get inspiration, because as I said, we are terrible and have no idea what to do.
You do know that DJ Phylactery is performing tonight, don't you?
Is he performing with them?
Oh, yes,
Fulton
he is.
totally fanboys out when he hears that DJ Phylactery is performing.
Oh, I can't. I can't wait.
Fulton starts doing the bump.
Yes. I mean, it's going to be very important.
I was gonna say, he's the 10th Lich for the Temple of the Nine Gods. He's the 10th Lich.
Exactly. Good. If you want to stop by, you can perform after them. You'll need to get all of your costumes sorted yourselves, however, because we are going to be very busy, but we don't have spare hands to do it for you. So
Wait, here's the problem, okay? Since we are actually so big and talented and famous, we were actually caught by some of our biggest fans who wanted us so desperately to perform the musical specifically for them that they stole all of our props. And it was a big, crazy thing. You know what it's like, crazy. Well, you might not know what it's like to have crazy fans who just ambush you all the time. So we might need a little bit of assistance if you could find someone that could build things or at least give us the material.
there is a Grung that lives in the city named Tim Grung, who is a very good outfitter.
That sounds fantastic. Please direct us to him, please.
Yes, over there. And she points you to Tim Grung, who is a Grung wearing a blue suit. He's got white hair, even though he's a Grung, and a tie. And he's currently, doing some sewing on a piece of clothing. He looks over towards the group of you as you come towards him.
Hello, Mr. Grung. We are here because we were ambushed by some crazy fans, and we need our costumes made for our show, Grung,
Oh
the
no,
musical.
that's terrible. Oh dear, designers, you're really gonna have to put something together here. I mean, I can see what I can do. I can try and make it work, but it's not gonna be easy. I mean, what kind of costumes do you need?
We need a tadpole. We need What else do we need?
Okay, I'm liking the tadpole.
Yeah, we
Yes.
need a tadpole. Something slimming.
Yes, I love it.
Fitted,
Okay.
tight. We need a zombie outfit.
Okay.
That's ripped up, bloody thing. Zira, what else? Do you have the list?
Yes, I suppose on the list it's like this very, very long list.
Well, I can see if I can make it work. I'm gonna need some fabrics for all of this. So I suggest that you go around town and steal as much stuff as possible from people.
Oh, I can do that.
You can go to the store and you can go to Mood and get all of the fabrics that you need from there. But other than that, I'm gonna need to get to work over here. So.
Well, we will go as fast as possible,
Good.
and we'll be right back with all of our stolen fabric.
Okay, you have 1 hour starting now.
Okay, I guess we
Go.
Ubo says, I'll need something in a 12 shell. and then as everybody's walking out, he waits a second and he looks back at him and goes, that's an 18 shell.
He gives you a knowing look. He's already measured you up in his head.
I feel like it's going to cut to each of us, and we're going to be like, so the first thing I'm looking for is some tweed.
I just want some tweed. Oh my god, this fabric looks so good on my skin, I absolutely have to have it.
But then I see this yellow satin, and I'm thinking, okay, I go with this one.
All right.
But the referee just comes in and takes me the satin that I was looking at, and so I had to go with the red satin silk with the half just on China stitch.
Oh my god, but you can't do a half-on stitch on China silk. And you didn't just get this in because I saw it in last night's milk.
I'm not going to wear last year's dress at this year's price.
You guys
It would be perfect for a blonde. So I'm not that blonde.
So
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yes, we're ready.
everybody roll me a perception check
Okay.
to see how well what pieces of clothing you can find. Also,
And that one?
Oh my god!
Never really come in and steal my fabric.
Yeah, because I got a 20. So
Yeah, I think
Squall, Fulton got a 20.
nice. So we
11.
are looks like $12 away from the $500 goal at the moment. So that means it's your decision where you guys will get to decide something which happens next in our game. Could be a good thing, most likely it's a bad thing. We'll poll the chat and we'll get some ideas from you guys. And that means we'll put jobs from school and more wild magic as well. So $12 on either one of the extra life pages there, and we'll get rock and rolling. So that is pretty good. Uwo, you find it's difficult to find shell clothing. So you kind of you make do with what you find. As for Fulton, finds this lovely garb, almost exactly what he was looking for. Same for Reverie. Desira, you do not find what you were looking for whatsoever. I mean, you're probably going for the little zombie outfit, and you found a pink satin robe. It's the only thing
I can
representative.
make it work. I'll be a stylish zombie.
Yeah, Tim's this is going to be difficult, but I can make it work, I guess. And he sets all of you onto stitching up and sewing and working on the designs. And the night comes, as night falls, you guys are in either your excellent outfits or in your patchwork, pretty terrible looking outfits. And you're in the stage, you're in the audience rather, as you're about to watch the performance of Dinosaur, the musical. And as the Jurassic Park theme opens, you see your counterparts stepping out into their various costumes. Basically, as you're watching this, you're beginning to realize that this is the exact same storyline as Grung, the musical, except with dinosaurs.
I'd like to hear their version of this.
I think I can't get a good idea.
I'm sure you would.
I
you
can't
would.
really do.
I just can't imagine it. I can't.
But it's literally a theater of the mind at this point.
I really need you to do it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They don't actually start singing until DJ Phylactery comes on in the second act. And as there are thousands in the audience, a hush falls across the audience. And you sense a growing disquiet and discontent within the world as the world realizes what is about to happen. As the internet prepares itself for this coming atrocity. And it's like the deep breath before the storm, as Gandalf would put it. And there are thousands gathered ready for this performance. You got a pretty good turnout for your show tonight, as long as they stay, the later it goes. A cold mist creeps across the stage. And you see coming out from that white cold mist a lich. One of the 10 liches of the realms, and I kind of starts playing in the background, and everyone starts diving and getting ready. Yeah. They call me DJ Phylactery. Yeah. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god, I can't do this. I'm ready. Take off this beast. They call me DJ Phylactery, scourge of a death, master of arcane abuse. Who you fools think you're trying to bust a cat? Rolling from a dungeon, the plunder. Wizard trying to steal my thunder. It's a wonder you made it past my traps at all. This like wall, the acid pit. I got so many minions I'm swimming in kobold. But my greatest weapon's my wit. You're better off more than you. All those plus 3 butter knives. you. I drop hard rhymes like delayed blast fire. Stop time when on down the wire. I spit heat like a dragon. Got more bling than his sword, and twice as many as you goblins got wargs. What you got? Fighter's got feet, but he can't rhyme. Rogue's got to stab some facts, but he can't touch mine. Monk's got his McFlurry, but it's all watered down. And clerics turn undead, won't be given into ground. Face it, dog, y'all is outclassed. I'm strictly epic tier, ready to drop your paragon ass. And the crowd goes wild. As they have witnessed perhaps the greatest performance of all time ever.
Oh my god. Ever.
Or have they? Because as the stage closes for Dinosaur the Musical, another play is ready.
Right.
And there is...
Change our story very quickly, otherwise it's just copying the last performance.
Right, another act is about to enter, having to improv their storyline.
Okay.
This has turned into Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, where we're...
Yes, it has. And I love it. So, as the group of you sit onto stage, please... in fact, I'll give you guys 5 minutes of planning time. Seeing as we have reached over our $500 goal, which means push-up to school, wild magic, and a viewer decision. Which means I am going to ask you guys in chat a question. You guys are going to give me an answer. I'm going to pick the one that I enjoy the most and I think will be the funniest. Guys, you guys can pick a musical song which these guys will have to incorporate into their performance.
It's something we know.
Something that they know. Which is going to be, but just guess. So underneath this line here in chat, throw out a song from a musical that these guys will perform in Grung the Musical in just a few moments' time. As our $500 goal could be anything. Could be from The Lion King. I like The Lion King.
God, no.
She hates The Lion King. But it's a good musical. Anyway,
Have you seen the live action?
why would I go see that? No, when I could have it performed right here by the groupies. We also have a wild magic search to throw out. We have a lot of grease lightning.
A bunch of grease lightning.
So let's throw a wild magic at Dazira here. So Louise, if you're on me, do 10,000. I'm gonna do it. Let me see it. In fact, I think we're well over 600 at this point. Plus
How fucking
high. That's 9,442.
9,442.
Also, if I could get the cast to turn their attention to the Grung play document on page 6, there's a lot of pages, we're going to be planning our musical.
Okay.
9442. Nearest government official is found to be a colony of insects. Oh my god!
The stage manager.
The stage manager, Mrs. Potter, is actually a colony of insects. And she devolves into a swarm of ants as she watches.
I was going to say, have you met most stage managers? That's not a real stretch.
Right. So, was it page 6 you wanted to lose?
Page 6, yes.
Alright.
As we plan.
You guys are planning what looks to be grease lightning, Chicago, all that jazz.
Oh, yes.
All that group.
Oh, wow. All that jazz. That could be tough.
Alright then. So, you guys are planning your musical. How are you guys going to change the story? Or, in fact, for those who are watching for the first time, what is going to be the story of Grung the Musical?
Okay, well,
tonight?
we need a purpose. Last time, we had to summon Nang Nangs.
Yes.
Now, you need to give us something.
We got to beat DJ Phylactery, obviously.
That's not going to be an issue. I'm talking about what's our motive.
It's not going to be an issue. We've got that. That's fine.
I'm not your agent, unfortunately.
Okay.
What we should tell our story. Tell our story about we can have like a scene at the death spa.
How we got to Nyanzaru.
I was gonna say I've almost got me and Ubo's How We Met song finished on page 5.
Yes.
When you're a grung, you're a grung. You're a grung all the way.
We've got a song for Nang Nang's actual wedding, so we can do that.
Yeah.
We've got song number 4, which we could use.
Oh, I love Summer Loving. Yes, I love it.
Yeah, I think that's a strong contender right there for you guys. Don't crumble, have a kangaroo is the lyrics of that. All right. So you guys are going to tell
I made do with what I had, okay?
you guys are going to tell your story here at the Midsummer Festival tonight, and perform as many or as few songs in whatever order as you guys so please. As you know, the audience. So many people in the audience like, oh, those guys, the ones that like just were on. They look just like the same ones.
We're the better versions. Who said that? Wow.
Wow, that was so rude. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry to the people that came before us. They're so much better. Oh, they're so rude. Oh, I'm so...
so sorry.
That's right, I am. Says DJ Phylactery. All right, so let's begin this thing. How
We
does?
haven't planned.
All right, well.
Somebody keeps talking that's like not in the show.
Well, you guys have got to talk here because we can't just sit around.
Here we,
Okay, we're telling our
Okay.
story. So does that mean we
Backstory.
start with how we got together, or do we start with when we met? Do we start with Miles? What happened?
Miles.
Do we start with just this episode? Do we just is that what we speak of?
So just this episode, maybe.
Okay, so we start where we're traveling, we get kidnapped, we go to the spa, and then we get here, and then we can incorporate the other actors, and then we can kill all of them as part of the
Yes!
and then we arise victoriously. And that's the end.
I love it.
Ready?
We can sing best of both worlds as we kill the others.
so while do you guys want to write up your thing, and me and Ubo can do ours to fill time? We can be the opening act.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
We got to go with something, man. Greg, you were like all excited about being on the big channel.
He's like, man,
That's
that's
gone.
what
That excitement is
I'm doing a musical today, buddy.
Yeah, right.
What's a grung Tito?
Greg, you can sing, can't you? No.
Dude, I know 3 notes.
I know two, sharp and flat.
There you go.
Should we all sing song number 2, which is the marriage song, and then we'll come off. We'll write our
Okay.
and then
That's strong.
they'll go into summer loving.
All right,
Okay.
guys. All right.
Oh, yes.
Here's for the.
Okay,
I'm
so wait,
assuming
what's the tune for song number 2?
Wait, hang on. Let me just.
Oh my god, you guys from Legally Blonde the musical.
Sid, you can start. There you go. There's
Yes,
your
I
line.
can.
Me.
Okay.
All right.
All right, are we
the
doing this
crowd goes silent in anticipation as Grung the musical is about to be performed for one night only. The Midsummer Night Festival. I give you Grung the musical.
You ready? Dear Ning Ning, he's a lucky guy. I'm like gonna cry. I got tears coming out of my gills.
Mad props, he's a swampist catch. You're the perfect match, 'cause you both have such great tadpoles. Of course he will propose.
Greg?
Greg.
I don't know the song.
You want me to do it?
Just wing it.
You want me to? Dear Ning Ning, honey, muzzle top, dino's taking off. Bring that frog back and show it to me.
4 clovers, a lucky catch. Are you psyched or what? I just wish I could be there to see when he croaks down on one knee.
Oh
My frog, oh my frog, you guys.
It's
It's like Nungung's gonna win the prize. If there's ever was a perfect grunion, this one qualifies. Oh my frog, you guys.
Oh my frog,
My
this
frog
is happening. All around swamp, coming king and queen.
Finally, she'll be trying on a grunion.
So sad. Oh my frog, you guys.
Woo!
The crowd goes,
The crowd goes. Well, let's see. Let's
The
do.
crowd goes.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
You mean performance or perception?
No, performance. That's what I mean.
Dude, I feel like we get advantage because we
Because you sang, I'll give it to
we
you.
wrote that whole thing and it was great.
Well, you got an 11 there, Reverie. A 19 from Tool School Fulton, a 13 from Desira, and let's see what Uber got.
Oh, it would be.
Double 20s.
Comes out strong.
I didn't know that I had a part in the document, guys. I was like, where are we?
Ubo was appreciated because he never opened his mouth.
Yeah, everyone's like,
Believe me,
that guy is good. That guy knows when to come in. It's it's incredible. Ubo is wildly applauded for his
Juggling.
his juggling.
He turns around and across his it says "Yell for the shell," and he just points.
Ooh, the lady turtles go wild. The first act of your play has gone down an absolute treat. Infamy. It will live on throughout all time. And even DJ Phylactery there in the audience is like, that isn't even that bad. So, after your first, successful act, it definitely could have been better. You got some stage notes to get to, some notes to get to for next time, but, it went well. It could have gone worse. What is the next song which is on the list here?
Yeah, what's the next? Is it us?
Oh, no. Yes, you go.
Is it Chilton Loving?
Don't love it.
So Fulton and Ubo come out. I have Ubo, I guess, picked up, whatever, on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yo.
Let's go with it.
Chilton Loving, having a blast.
Chilton Loving, happened so fast.
I met a turtle, old as could be.
I met a furbog, bigger than me.
Chilton days dying away, but those Chilton nights.
Oh well,
Oh well, Tell me more, is this show really hard?
Tell me more, did I hear he's a bard?
Uh-huh. He ran and tripped, went in his shell.
He picked me up after I fell.
I saved his life. He could be cursed.
Oh, well, I guess I could do worse.
Chilton, son, something's begun, but those Chilton nights. Let's see JJ Phylactery top that.
That was impressive.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. This is so incredible.
Holy mackerel.
Hey, we got an amazing from Greg Tito. Woohoo! Do I finally earn my mug, Craig?
Please,
I just want my coffee mug.
I'm gonna give him that mug, man.
Holy moly, guys. Well, man, this is the extra life page for D&D. This is the extra life page for Encounter Roleplays, D&D stuff. Man, if you guys don't donate to charity for that,
I don't know what could ever make you donate if you did not donate for
no,
a Chilton version of.
Oh my god, we'll make you more instead of boxer mugs. There it is.
Please do. I feel
Hey,
like
you're just throwing those around, man.
You guys, this is, in my opinion, can only be an automatic natural 20 for such a
Yeah.
a
Woo!
performance as that.
And so now we have to kill it, all the others.
That's the thing. You guys have set the bar so high
So they're dead.
that many in the crowd have died.
They've succumbed to the deathmonger.
They have succumbed to a death curse, and they have now been raised as the dead, and they're slowly rotting away in the stands, just so that they can watch more.
And yes, the bromance name is Fubar.
Yes, it is.
My goodness. Thankfully,
Fubo, actually.
Came in there for like $67. Thank you. My goodness gracious, we're getting close to more good stuff. Oh, there we go. That's another $100 there, which means more push-ups, more wild magic.
Oh my god.
It's all downhill from here. So let's have Ubo. Please roll me a wild magic, a D10,000 here, as your summer love and magic kicks in, and there is some real magic here in the crowd tonight. I think you just won the extra live stream.
This is crazy.
2790, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, scroll up here to 790 for Uber. What wild magic will strike him today? Your your feet turn to wheels.
Dude, rollerblading turtles.
Oh, you a
We
true
will
Ninja Turtle.
roll you into the other cast members to like bulldoze.
He's like a total Zimmer frame.
Oh my god.
I'm on a turtle hoverboard.
Yeah, you are the true Ninja Turtle that we all deserve. So as this stunning second performance comes in, the crowd go wild. As I mentioned, several of them simply die because they believe that there is nothing possibly better that they could ever see in this life. So they're going to give it a go in the next. So as Fubo finish their performance, what is up next? What is the next?
Well, I wrote nothing during that because I was just enjoying it.
You
We
guys,
have song number 4.
song number 4.
What is that one?
It's from Monty Python.
Oh god, I don't know it.
Louise, do you want to solo this
You want
one?
to go for it?
Oh, fine.
Feeling brave?
We could write one Grung Glory from Rent really quick.
Yes. Okay, you guys write that. I'll...
Oh, okay, I have to write it on here.
Okay, let's see. We get the nice big swan song now.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the crowd with the extra live stream, please do give a hand for give some hands.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Zira about to perform. What's she about to perform? What's the name of the song?
I don't actually remember the name of the song in Monty Python.
Okay, the Monty Python song.
Always look on the bright side of Cholt. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, I'll join in.
Yes. Can you say it, number 4?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'll do that. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay. Some things in Cholt are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you slash and kill. When you're stuck in Nyanzaru, don't grumble. Have a kangaroo. Things turn out for the best. Always look on the bright side of Cholt.
DJ Factory.
Always look on the light side of Cholt.
The light side.
If trade seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to ride on dinosaurs all day. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just get a diet kangaroo, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of Cholt.
The bright side of Cholt. The bright side of Cholt.
Always look on the light side of Cholt.
Yeah. Woo! And the crowd.
Wow.
Let's see. Roll me that performance check with advantage.
Yay.
Let's see. I believe.
Oh, 19 with advantage.
Thank goodness you have advantage now. 19. The crowd like, woo! That was good. We should donate to Extra Life. They scream, embarrassing themselves for charity. They scream as they raise a hand. People are throwing things at you. You're not sure what it is. There's some dead animal carcasses. You think it's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's DJ Factory coming on the stage there. Definitely helped bring some pizzazz,
Some edge to it.
some edge to it. Yeah, I think that's safe to say. So the crowd very much still enjoying it. And even at this point, people are like, this is even a bit better than that other dinosaur musical.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not sure if there's a plot, but we're enjoying it. As that goes on, you get a break. You guys are, through the second act, I suppose. You've got a couple minutes behind stage to drink and to revitalize. What is the plan?
Oh my god, I'm trying so hard to write this song. It's so hard.
Active. Do we have our the audition in yet? So the song.
I was gonna say it's Grease Lightning, isn't it?
It's Grease Lightning.
Okay.
Then I'll break.
Yeah, and then I'm working on one Grung Glory. I think it's going well.
I also think we should have, after I put out one grung more.
Oh, actually, yeah, you guys want to do one grung more while we write up Grease Lightning?
Great shout. Great shout.
We don't have one grung more, though.
Well, what's the big song that we did for the real show?
Wait, what?
The first one, the one that we wrote for the actual
God,
play
yes.
back.
Yeah, that actually is.
Oh yeah.
All right. Is it Fubo back up again?
No. Let them do it.
no,
We'll
no.
write Grease Lightning. We're sticking with the
Okay.
Grease theme.
Okay. So it's Reverie and Azira up for one grung more.
Oh my
which is-
god.
It's actually it's stars,
Yeah.
not
Oh, stars. I'm sorry.
But we can still
And
do
that's
it.
the first one at the top. Yeah.
Yes.
We will
Is
be
there a
releasing-
one grung more?
I don't know. But I see that one at the top. We should release this full document of
right.
grung based
I've got-
lyrics.
I've got
Album.
Right. Okay.
now also.
Okay, that's
So-
good. So what's the boys' work on Grease Lightning?
The boys are working on Grease Lightning. We have stars, and we also have one grung glory.
Okay. So I want to just do you want to sing one grung glory and I'll sing stars?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
You don't have to sing. I think the stars is really long if you don't want to sing the whole.
Okay. I'm just gonna cut it at some point.
That's why I cut out like some of this, so it wouldn't be like.
All right.
I do want to get to it in all caps lock because that part excites me.
Yes.
Very much is exciting. All right, guys. So is it Reverie up first or Zero going?
Oh, Mary, take the stage.
So you want me to go?
All right, let's say Reverie. Okay, so DJ Phylacter is now on the mic. For one night only.
This is the power ballad.
Yes, the power ballad to bring it back, to get those emotions going. Remember, you can donate to Extra Life. There's links there.
Don't forget to donate.
Don't forget to donate. It's all for a good cause.
We're not doing all these grung parodies.
We're not doing this for free, damn it. You won't be getting this next week, all right? That's like another $200 down.
Oh my god.
All right, we'll do the wild magic here in a moment. So the next song's coming in here from Reverie, coming in hot. I
Okay.
give to you that.
Okay.
Coldness.
One grung glory, one grung before I go glory, one grung to leave behind. Find glory, one grung, one astral plane, glory from the pretty grung front man who wasted opportunity. Find the one grung before the death curse takes hold, glory like a sunset, glory to redeem this soulmonger. Time flies, there's no need to endure anymore. Time dies. That's it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. To see that performance roll.
Beautiful.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow,
they're brought to tears.
arousing performance. Yeah, several people are just like, that's me. You know, that's,
I felt
I'm
just
done.
like that at the end of my last relationship. I really did.
yeah, these guys just like, even DJ Phylacter is like, oh my God, even though I have no heart, it brings an old lich to tears. And
Ridiculous.
yes, it is, but it's all for a good cause. The crowd at this point, you've brought the crowd down, like into this like really cathartic state, you know, where everyone's like feeling it. They need to be sort of brought back up for the finale. You get the feeling that you've got to end on a high note, you know, because you brought them down for the midsection here.
We gotta bring it back up.
Bring it back up, and DJ Phylacter was like, "Bring out the bangers. I want the hot bangers. I want that dirty bass up in here. Give me that fat bass." And it's time for Grease Lightning, I think. No, it's not. It's not time.
Unless you guys want to dive in and just really wing this. Yeah, we've got like the first.
Well, I think it's Zera's turn, is it not, to perform?
Okay.
Or something? No. It's Reverend. No, yes. Reverend just did her thing. Then it's the Zera,
Yeah.
and then it's the Boys of Grease Lightning. So,
Yes.
the Zera. It's already, my dear.
How did you become the host?
I have become DJ Phylacter. I don't know.
You may also hear fireworks outside, so that's just added effects.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
fireworks going on in the background.
That's my prestidigitation that I'm. It's all part of it.
Get some big hind legs and some little forelegs running.
So, ladies and gentlemen, one night only, we have Desira on the mic. Give it to him, girl.
There, out in the darkness, a tadpole is swimming, fallen from Nang Nang, fallen from grace. Nang Nang, be my witness, I never shall swim till we come face to face. She knows her way in the sky, mine is the way of the pool. Those who follow the path of Nang Nang shall have their rewards. And if they fall as the undead fell, the pain, the flesh. Nang Nang in your multitude, loved by the Grung, filling our darkness with order and light. You are my sentinel, silent and sure, keeping watch in the pool, keeping watch in the pool. You know Dung Lung Grung, you hold your course when you bless, and each in your ritual returns and returns, and is always the same. And if you fall as the undead fell, you fall in flame. And so it must be, for so it is Grunging on the doorway to Nang Nang's pool, that those who are blessed and those who call are blessed by Lord. Lord, let me find her, so I may see her. Down in our pools I never will rest, till this then I swear, this I swear by the moon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
I feel touched.
I feel, yes. Zira, give me that performance check. Hit me with that advantage.
Let's get that Nat 1 in.
See it.
That's a 4!
A 4! Oh dear. It's like you've misjudged the crowd a little bit.
They were brought too low by the last one.
They brought too low. They're now very upset.
They're underground. They seem a little bit upset by this. You know, they're like, it's actually really sad, and now I feel bad about myself, and not in an enjoyable, cathartic kind of way. And DJ Phylactery is like, oh dear, oh dear. I suggest we get in the voice for Grease Lightning to bring it back to business.
Grung Lightning.
Grung Lightning,
Grung
yes.
Lightning.
Yes. Let's bring in the Storm Sorcerers. The Grung Lightning.
This is the quick, condensed version. You ready, Ubo? I get my turtle friend. And we're all set to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight for Extra Life once again. As these gentlemen are about to go into the very pits of hell for you in this show, I give to you the Extra Life donation page, and I give to you Fubo with Grung Lightning.
This dino is systematic.
Why, this lich is automatic. Why, it's Acromatic.
Why, it's Naranzaro Lightning. Get some big hind legs and some little forelegs running, oh yeah. Naranzaro Lightning, go, Naranzaro Lightning. Those trikes are a galloping raptors, jumping, ripping it too. Naranzaro Lightning, go, Naranzaro Lightning. T-Rex is supreme, a lich's dream, Naranzaro Lightning, 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 lightning. Go, Naranzaro Lightning, going down the dino races tonight. Naranzaro Lightning, go, Naranzaro Lightning. Naranzaro Lightning is running through the stalls, oh yeah. Naranzaro Lightning, go, Naranzaro Lightning. A T-Rex is supreme, a lich's dream, It's Naranzaro Lightning, 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 lightning,
Oh my god.
I cannot breathe.
I know what you're This cast has a gift of being able to like parody
pull shit completely out of our T-Rexes. Yep.
Take a career out.
Out of our Aceraks? Yes, we can pull shit out of stuff out of our Aceraks.
Holy mackerel. Oh,
Come on, guys. Like,
holy
That's not donation worthy. I do not know what
yeah.
it is.
Come on, man. Like,
wow.
we are really pulling out all the stops.
That was
here.
quite beautiful, actually. That was quite beautiful. Holy moly. So, as the group of you, the two of you perform this dynamic duo, the team is just, the crowd brought back up again by Nyanzaru Lightning, and they are blown away. The crowd go wild. DJ Phylactery, he drops the mic for all the group of you guys. That is it. And the performance almost comes to an end, but
The Agnicac.
there is one last. There's one last song I feel like needs to perform, some kind of group performance to wrap this whole shindig up. Now we can re-perform one that we did before, if you like. Perhaps chat would like to hear again another song.
Choose an encore.
Yes.
Yes.
The
There we go.
it is. So you guys in chat, seeing you guys have been doing so much money. I know you're tracking it because we're tracking both the Encounter Roleplay one and the main Extra Life page where people are donating as well. There must be $600, $700, $800 or so. I'm trying to do maths, it's pretty bad. So you guys can choose which song would you like to hear again. Now,
To recap, we've had Stars. We had scrolling down. Do you hear? Oh, do we do that one?
Yeah, we did
didn't do
the.
that one.
We did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We have Do You Hear the Frogmen Sing? We
Oh,
have
yeah, you did.
Dear Nang Nang, he's a lucky guy. Oh My Frog,
mm,
he's blonde. You
Classic.
have The V Bohem. You have Monty Python. We've got Cholton Lovin'. You've got
that was a good one.
that was a great one. You've got Nyan Zaru Lightning, and One Grung, One Glory.
Very
I feel like we could do Children Lovin' again, and me and Louise can do the chorus parts, where, you
Okay.
know,
yeah.
and can finish it all off, and in it, during the song, we have to kill everyone.
Yes.
Good. Yes. All right. There's a total 11 there in chat. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, CJ Phylactery comes
Back to the stage.
Yeah. Don't worry. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last song of tonight's show, of tonight's performance, and it is going to be a good one. So, I don't know which one is it. Is this one here? Okay, calm down. So, tonight, for one last night only here, is the links again for the Extra Life pages. We're not doing this for free, you know. This is for charity. So, if you'd like to make a donation, then please do. It's for a good cause. And our friends here are going to perform for us for the last time. Cholton Lovin'.
We come out onto the stage once again, take our bows. Fubo all the way.
Woo! Fubo!
I look to my turtle friend. Give him a smile. Chilton lovin', having a blast.
Cholton Lovin' happened so fast.
I met a turtle, old as could be.
I met a furbog bigger than me.
Chilton days dying away. But those Chilton nights, well, huh.
Tell me more, is his show real hot? Tell me more, did I hit the bar?
Ooh. He ran and tripped, went in his shell.
He picked me up after I fell.
I saved his life. He could be cursed.
Oh, well, guess I could do worse.
Chilton's son, some's begun. But those Chilton nights.
Well played.
Oh, wow.
Ah, wow, that is music magic right there, my friends. That is dynamite.
Right.
Yes. The 9 trickster gods of Cholt look down in great favor upon the group as they have performed an incredible piece of. I vote for an album. Yes. As they throw out the mixtapes into the stands. DJ Phylactery signs you guys on for a record deal onto his label. The crowd standing ovation. Many of them again are just dead where they were seated rather. As the group of you just bring out all the stops for that last final performance. And on that bombshell, as the crowd go wild. I believe that is all we have time for here tonight, my friends, on the Extra Life D&D stream. We've got 5 minutes, we'll do some wrap-ups and some thank yous. And I believe there's a stream starting in a couple of minutes' time here for the next game. But if you enjoyed the Grung, the musical, please do consider donating either to the D&D Extra Life page there. You can find the individual page to the Encounter Roleplay one here. We've raised $255 on the Encounter Roleplay one, but on the D&D one, since we've been going, that's like $600 or $700 on there as well. So we have absolutely smashed through what we expected, guys. Really huge thank yous to you guys. And think, Torsquare, you got a couple of push-ups still to do.
I think I do.
In all fairness, here we go. If you enjoyed today's stream, check out our rest of the D&D stream. They'll be streaming for 24 hours? Yeah. 24-hour D&D stream here. So be sure to stick around. There's plenty more good D&D action coming along. Thank you to Wizard of the Coast for letting us perform tonight, letting us play. We look forward to being on Learn by Play again next Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We missed the Saturday after that, actually. I believe they've got some events going on, but other than that, every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern is when you can find us. And if you enjoyed Encounter Roleplay, our crew, you can follow us over here on Twitch if you so feel inclined. And more Extra Life goodness will be coming your way. Let's around the cast and crew real quick.
Yeah, I'll start off so I can push up all the way out.
Go ahead.
So I'm Tall Squall. You can find me at Tall Squall on Twitter, and find me actually right after this. I'll be DMing my own campaign over on my channel starting at 2 o'clock Eastern time, so about 30 minutes. If you want to come join me over there, that would be great. We also run our channel for charity. We're doing Toys for Tots, getting ready for the holidays. So feel free to join us over there, and I will move on because I've got like 60 or 70 push-ups to do as we finish up. So
let's watch him go. All right, perfect. Greg Grimjack.
Hey, I thought the terror would subside. It hasn't. Grimjack 21502 on Twitch and Twitter. Had a blast. Fulfilled a lifelong dream. Get to watch Tall Squall do push-ups on the outros. But if you did enjoy Tomb of Annihilation, like Will said, for Encounter Roleplay, I DM it on Mondays at Encounter Roleplay. Do a little Cthulhu with him on Wednesdays. Please stop by, but please, more importantly, give to this charity. It's fantastic. And my guy that I was repping today, Ubo, is part of the Turtle package, which if you go to DM's Guild right now and purchase, that is a direct benefit to the charity, and you get a pretty cool little supplement as well. Had a blast, had a lot of fun. Sorry for the screaming.
No worries. We enjoyed it. Louise.
Yeah, I'm still in a bit of shock, but that is the greatest day I've ever had, ever. That was brilliant. If you wanted to find me in the places that you can find me, school is dying over there. You can find me on Twitter at No More No Less, on Twitch at Accidental Legend, and also on Encounter Roleplay, and on WonderQuest Pod, which you can check out, because that's amazing. And after this as well, I'm going to be going on to Albert's channel, that's Bear as in B-A-R-E, not R, doing some more streaming for Extra Life, and that's going to be fantastic.
Great stuff. Tall Squall. Whoa, yeah. What a hero. What a hero there. Whew. Oh, man. Great stuff. Sydney, last but not least.
Hey, that's me. You can find me everywhere, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all of those things at Sydneyak. And also, I DM a podcast, which Louise was just talking about, WonderQuest Podcast, which you can follow on Twitter at WonderQuestPod, Wonder like W-A. And then I'm also on the Turncloaks Podcast, which you can follow on Twitter at TurncloaksPod.
Great stuff. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for your generosity and the extra life. Can't wait to see how much the guys on the D&D stream, the rest of the teams will raise. Enjoy the rest of today. Again, you can find myself. My name is Will. I'm a D&D sex icon on Twitch at Encounter Roleplay or on Twitter at Encounter RP. But most importantly, check out the rest of the streams that are going on today. And here's a link one last time to the charity link there if you want to give. And do give, is a great cause. And thank you again to Whistler Coast for letting us put the show on. And we'll see you guys again soon. Good night, everybody. Oh well.